The Gift of the Winter Forest. Chapter 1. The Arrival of Winter. On a winter morning, the village was enveloped in silence. Snow had fallen overnight, covering everything in a blanket of white, making it look like a different world. The children eagerly ran outside early in the morning to enjoy the snow. Among them, Lisa and Ken ventured into the depths of the forest. There was a rumor that every year around this time, mysterious gifts would appear in the forest. This year, we must find those gifts, Lisa said with sparkling eyes. Ken nodded and said confidently, "We didn't find them last year, but this year we definitely will." The two trudged through the snow, heading deeper into the forest. The forest was quiet, with the snow-covered trees glistening beautifully. Lisa and Ken marveled at the scenery while keeping a lookout for something special. After a while, they found small footprints in the snow. "Whose footprints are these?" Lisa wondered aloud. Following the footprints, Ken said, "Maybe they're the footprints of the forest animals." They followed the trail further into the forest. Suddenly, a small rabbit leapt out from behind a large tree. The rabbit looked startled at first but soon approached them cautiously. "Hello, little rabbit," Lisa greeted gently. The rabbit hopped over and sat in front of them. "Are you looking for the gifts?" the rabbit asked. The two were surprised but nodded. The rabbit smiled and said, "In that case, I'll guide you." And so, Lisa and Ken, guided by the rabbit, continued deeper into the forest. It seemed that many more secrets were hidden in the winter forest. Chapter 2. The Secrets of the Animals. As they followed the rabbit, Lisa and Ken ventured deeper into the forest. Along the way, the rabbit shared stories about the forest animals. Many animals live in this forest. They all help each other and live together, the rabbit said cheerfully. Lisa and Ken were intrigued and asked, "What kind of animals are there?" The rabbit replied, "For example, there's Timmy the squirrel, Olery the owl, and Feely the fox. They're all very good friends." Soon, they came across Timmy the squirrel under a large tree. Timmy was holding a small nut in his tiny hands, waving at the two. "Hello, Timmy," Lisa called out, and Timmy smiled back warmly. "What are you doing today, Timmy?" Ken asked. Timmy explained, "I'm gathering food for the winter. Food becomes scarce during the cold months, so I have to gather as much as I can now." Lisa and Ken admired his diligence. Next, they visited Olery's home. Olery perched high in a tree, looking down at them. "Hello, Olery," Lisa called out. Olery spread his wings and flew down to them. "Hello, Lisa, Ken. What are you doing today?" Olery asked. The two replied, "We're searching for the forest's gift." Olery's eyes lit up. "In that case, you should look under the big tree ahead. There are many mysterious things there," he advised. Lisa and Ken decided to follow his advice and headed for the tree. Along the way, the rabbit shared more secrets of the forest animals. "Everyone helps each other here. So if you're ever in trouble, just ask for help," the rabbit said. Lisa and Ken were encouraged by these words and continued deeper into the forest with renewed determination. Chapter 3: The Forest's Gift. With the rabbit's guidance, Lisa and Ken arrived at the big tree. There, a magical sight awaited them. At the tree's base, beautiful ice crystals sparkled like jewels. "Wow, this is amazing! Is this the forest's gift?" Lisa exclaimed. The rabbit nodded. Yes, these ice crystals were created by the forest animals working together. They used the winter cold to create this beautiful gift, the rabbit explained. Ken was impressed. "It's incredible that everyone could make something so beautiful together," he said, moved. Lisa and Ken gazed at the stunning ice crystals, feeling the importance of the animals' cooperation and bond. "I want to help too," Lisa said. The rabbit smiled and suggested, "In that case, you can make gifts for the forest animals." The two agreed and began planning right away. They returned to the village to gather necessary materials. Back in the village, they enlisted the help of family and friends to make gifts for the animals. Thanks to everyone's help, they made lovely wreaths of nuts and warm blankets. The next day, Lisa and Ken returned to the forest. The rabbit, Timmy, and Olary greeted them. "These are gifts for all of you," Lisa said. The animals were overjoyed. Timmy, in particular, was grateful. "With all these nuts, I can get through the winter," he said. Olary also expressed his gratitude. "This warm blanket will be very useful on cold nights." "Thank you so much," he said. The animals were deeply moved by Lisa and Ken's thoughtful gifts, strengthening their bond further. That night, the forest was filled with a warm atmosphere. Lisa and Ken felt immense joy knowing their actions had helped the animals. Chapter 4: The Spirit of Helping. Life in the forest continued, but the winter cold grew harsher. One day, Timmy's home was destroyed by a strong wind. Lisa and Ken rushed to help. "Don't worry, Timmy. We'll help you rebuild your home," Lisa reassured him. The animals gathered, and together they repaired Timmy's home. Olary gathered branches from high places, and the rabbit helped carry them. Lisa and Ken cleared the snow and rebuilt the house. With everyone's combined efforts, Timmy's home was quickly restored. Timmy, with tears in his eyes, thanked everyone. "Thanks to all of you, I can live safely again," he said. Lisa and Ken were touched by his gratitude. "Helping each other is really important," Ken said earnestly. Lisa and Ken continued to deepen their bond with the animals. One day, a big storm hit the forest. The wind was strong, and snow blew fiercely. The animals gathered anxiously, but Lisa and Ken reassured them. "Don't worry, everyone. We're here with you," they said. After the storm passed, the forest was littered with fallen trees and damaged nests. Lisa and Ken, along with the animals, began cleaning up. Together, they worked hard to restore the forest to its beautiful state. Lisa and Ken realized how vital their actions were to the animals. They learned firsthand the importance of helping each other and vowed never to forget this lesson. That night, they sat around a warm fire with the animals. "If we all work together, we can overcome any difficulty," Lisa said. The animals nodded in agreement. Ken added, "Absolutely. Let's continue to help each other," with a smile. Chapter 5: The Journey to Spring. As winter neared its end, the snow began to melt. Lisa and Ken reflected on their days in the forest with a hint of sadness. One day, the rabbit told them, "When spring comes, everyone's lives change a bit. We need to prepare for the new season," Lisa said. Ken agreed, "Yes, but we'll never forget our memories here." The animals began preparing for the new season too. Timmy searched for a new nesting spot, and Olori started building a new home in the trees. Lisa and Ken helped the animals while preparing to return home. "We'll come back," Lisa promised. The rabbit smiled and said, "You're always welcome." Spring arrived, and the forest was filled with new life. Lisa and Ken felt bittersweet as they prepared to leave, but were determined to move forward into the new season. The animals warmly saw them off. "We'll come back next winter," Ken said. The animals replied in unison, "We'll be waiting." Lisa and Ken left the forest with cherished memories and ventured into new adventures. Back in the village, they shared their experiences with family and friends, who were touched by the stories of their bond with the animals. Lisa and Ken vowed to live by the spirit of helping each other. New seasons, new encounters, new adventures. The memories of the forest and the bonds with the animals stayed in their hearts, shining like treasured gifts. Thus, Lisa and Ken embraced the new season, growing even more. Their friendship with the forest animals remained forever, lighting up their hearts. The gift from the forest was not just an object but a precious memory etched in their hearts.